Guys, right now, what I'm going to share with you is going to change your life forever. And this is something you can say is like a secret, something that is hidden, a hidden formula, a hidden model of your mind that no one is going to teach you. Your parents are not going to teach you this. Your teachers aren't going to teach you this. Your job is not going to teach you this. But if you just simply understand who you are and how your mind really dictates the results you get in your life, everything will begin to change. So I'll start off by asking first, can you picture in your mind a blue acorn? I bet you can. Now picture a purple elephant. I bet you saw that as well. You see, we think in images. Whatever you say, you tell yourself to think about, that you describe, the more clear and more descriptive you get about it, the more you can picture in your mind. If I tell you to also think of a gray squirrel bouncing on a trampoline that does a front flip, you can picture that in your mind like a mental movie, right? So that's why it's also important that when I talk about goals, you have to be very, very descriptive, where you're to the point, to the T, very specific of what it is you want. Because when you know what you want, like to the detail, you get a clear mental picture of it in your mind. Now, when I ask you this question, what does the mind look like? What do you picture? Now, many of you may say or think of the brain, but the brain is not the mind. The mind or the brain is a physical manifestation, representation of the mind. So I'm going to show you what I call the model of the mind. Now, this concept will change your life forever. So, it goes like this. You see this big circle? That is our heads, our minds. And this body, that's our body. This arrow goes to the results we get in our lives, right? You see, our minds are split up into two distinct parts, but they function as one. One is the top half is known as the conscious mind. The bottom half is known as the subconscious mind. Now, for you to better understand this, the conscious mind is like the cause. Our subconscious mind is the effect. So our conscious mind, that's where we consciously think. Like right now, if you picture a gray acorn, or if you picture white coffee, you can picture in your mind, you're consciously thinking of it. Now, how you consciously think is from outside sources, like your environment, social media, the music you listen to, your friends, your family, the video games you play, everything that you surround yourself with, it floods into your mind where you consciously think of it, where it's consciously running and you think of that thought. So your conscious mind is where you think, and then how you think determines how you feel, and you feel from your subconscious mind. Like for some reason, if I ask you why you do what you do, when I ask you why every single time, it starts to get emotional and you just can't really explain why. It just feels a certain type of way. It just feels right. We feel by your subconscious mind based on what we think consciously, okay? And then the way we feel determines how our body acts, reacts, responds, enacts. And then the actions we take show our results. Isn't that crazy? Let me break that down for you. Our thoughts determine our feelings, and how we feel make us act a certain way, and how we act, we get our results. It's as simple as that. Our thoughts equate to our feelings determine our actions create our results. Now, if you want to change your life, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be more confident, you got to change up here. And it's not by just consciously thinking yourself to be a new leader, to be more confident, but it's by being aware of your environment, who you're surrounding yourself with, the type of friends you have in your life, if you need to cut some out or if you need to add some in, the type of music you listen to, even your self-talk, how you talk to yourself. I always say, and I tell a lot of the people I coach, talk to yourself as you would your own mother. Love yourself. If you don't talk to yourself nicely, how do you expect to talk to other people nicely? If you don't love yourself first, how do you expect to love other people, right? Self-talk is huge. What determines how you think is the social media that you consume every day. Is it good things that you're watching, or is it bad things? Are you constantly comparing yourself to who you could be, who you should be, and all these other negative things? Or are you thinking of how you can be better? Are you watching videos that inspire you to take action today, to go get it, man, give it all you got? Is your family, is that affecting you? Is that affecting your thoughts? You see, our thoughts here in the conscious mind, we choose the type of seeds we want to plant. And the seeds we plant reside in here in our subconscious mind. And these thoughts that are seeds, they're planted in our subconscious mind, and it's based on how we feel now. For example, I can say something to you that may trigger you. I can say that Shrek is ugly, but for some reason in your mind, you may defend him for some odd reason. You'd be like, no, Shrek is a really handsome dude. And it may trigger you to cause you to feel a certain type of way because of how you used to think about him. That's just an example, okay? And how you feel moves your body into action. The body is the instrument of the mind. And then when our bodies are moved into action, we get our results. So I just want you guys to remember this model of the mind, because it's so important to understand how our minds function and how our reality, our results we get in our life is from what we surround ourselves with. Yes, our results are determined by how we think about ourselves, how we think about the world, what we believe, what we don't believe. But what is the cause of the cause is our environment, the social media we consume, our self-talk, our friends, our music, our family, the video games we may play. Everything that surrounds us, it makes us choose the types of thoughts we want to entertain here, and we plant the seeds in our subconscious mind, our feeling mind, and then how we feel moves our bodies into action in the physical world, and then we get the results in our lives. So if you want to change your results, of course, you got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you feel. You got to change the way you act. But most importantly, you got to take a huge audit on the family, on your family, of who you surround yourself with in your family, the type of video games you play, the music you listen to, your environment, the school you go around, your friend group, who you need to add, who you need to take away, the social media you consume every single day, and how you talk to yourself. Those are the important things that I really want you to understand. It matters what's around you, and that also determines what goes up in here, expresses itself through here, our bodies, and we get our results, okay guys? So my challenge to you for watching this video, and I'm so proud of you, I'm so grateful for you for even watching this video, I challenge you to do an audit on your entire life of what you surround yourself with. I want you to do an audit on your family, the type of social media you consume, the video games you play, your basketball team, your hockey team, your friends, your peers, who you study with. I want you to take an audit on how you talk to yourself. Do you diminish yourself, or do you get yourself up? You're always in a high energetic state. You have that winning energy, and when you when you are around people, your energy is just so contagious that people absolutely love being around you. Okay? Are you very passionate, or do you just tend to be on that negative side in whatever you get yourself into? Right? I want you to really take an audit on your environment, in school, in your sports, in your hobbies, in your after-school items or activities, your interests. Take an audit on all these things, and that will dictate what you think, how you feel, what you do, and that changes your results. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time.